wasn't sure what to expect, but they've been nothing but obscenely supportive, especially a Free Guy. But initially I'd had a different idea. I wrote written a short film for Deadpool before called No Good Deed. I'd written this short film about Deadpool. It was going to attach to Free Guy, and it was Deadpool interrogating the hunter who had killed Bambi's mom. They just shut that down immediately. Like,
things are getting crazy over at Disney because this whole Ryan Reynolds buying Marvel thing is so wild. It might just be the most bonkers plot twist since the Avengers Endgame. Sure, it sounds absurd, like if Deadpool tried to join the Disney princesses, but when you really think about it, it's not that far-fetched. In fact, behind-the-scenes drama has been bubbling over like a cauldron of radioactive soup, and Reynolds might be getting ready to unleash maximum effort. See, the trouble all started when Ryan Reynolds expected Disney to reinvest the truckloads of money Deadpool 3 made into more fan-favorite Marvel movies. You'd think that's a no-brainer, right? Well, instead, Disney decided to splash nearly half of that sweet superhero cash on projects that nobody had even asked for. I'm talking about stuff that made fans collectively sigh so hard it caused minor windstorms. Naturally, this didn't sit well with Ryan, whose patience was already thinner than spandex stretched over a dad bod. And boy, has it gotten spicy. If Disney keeps fumbling the bag like a klutzy supervillain, Reynolds might have to pull off the ultimate superhero move, buying Marvel. And that would be the news of the century. The man who brought Deadpool to life might be looking to play the real-life hero. Some people in Hollywood believe he has the charisma and the cash to do the impossible and make Marvel great again. Who would have thought? Ryan Reynolds, a business mogul. If he's not busy making chimichanga jokes on screen, he's out there raking in dough like Tony Stark with a side hustle. Remember Aviation Gin? Yeah, that's the booze brand he didn't just endorse. He co-owned it. And in 2020, he sold that baby to Diageo for a staggering $610 million, probably while toasting the deal with a martini, as smooth as his marketing tactics. But that's just the appetizer. Fast forward to 2023, when Reynolds flipped Mint Mobile, a wireless carrier he not only invested in, but marketed with that signature Ryan humor. T-Mobile came knocking and bam, they bought Mint Mobile for a jaw-dropping $135 billion. Reynolds reportedly pocketed around $300 million. With those wins, he wasn't just collecting fat checks. Honestly, the guy turns everything he touches into gold, except maybe the Green Lantern. But hey, nobody's perfect.
I feel your fear growing.
Then there's his side hustle as part owner of Wrexham AFC, a tiny UK soccer club he and Rob McElhenney bought on a whim. What happened next? Oh, just a feel-good sports story that went viral thanks to their documentary series, Welcome to Wrexham. The club's value soared faster than Thor's hammer, and the show minted even more revenue and brought in a flood of endorsements. When you add up his acting career, investment success, and cheeky ad campaigns, experts peg Ryan's net worth somewhere north of $400 million and rising. And it's not just his wallet that's big. His Rolodex is pretty stacked, too. He has connections to high-profile investors who trust his vision and probably enjoy his jokes. If he wanted to buy Marvel, he wouldn't have to do it alone. Imagine a boardroom full of billionaires, each one nodding in agreement as Reynolds delivers a pitch. That's part business genius, part stand-up comedy routine. And with Disney's market struggles, Marvel might not be as out of reach as it used to be. If anyone could pull off this kind of heist, it'd be Ryan. Now let's not forget the core of this whole saga, the Deadpool movies. They thrive on scarcity and surprise, like your favorite meme that pops up just when you need it most. The last time we saw Deadpool was ages ago, and Wolverine, even longer. Their return has been delayed so much, it's like waiting for a sequel to Titanic where the iceberg apologizes.
What? What the fuck?
But that delay has cranked up the hype, with audiences clamoring for the R-rated, fourth wall-breaking antics that make Deadpool so much more than your average capes and tights affair.
In the very first Deadpool, you said, and I quote, "Whose balls did I have to fondle to get my very own movie? I can't tell you, but it rhymes with pulverine," which I'm just doing my journalistic duties here. It begs the question, how did this get greenlit?
Are you asking me whose balls I fondled, or...
I'm not...
Tyrone, I've grown a lot since then, okay? Let's move on. Everyone thinks that it was me begging Hugh to do it, but no, he called and said, I'm ready, I want to do it.
It's no secret that Ryan fought hard to keep Deadpool's irreverent humor and wild chaos intact, especially under Disney's family-friendly umbrella. And guess what? He actually pulled it off so far.
Some of us think we're really great people, but in the real world we're not. We're terrible people. You run your life in a very selfish way. and you think you're doing good when you're actually not. And at the same time, it's how do democracies turn back into dictatorships? It's happened through history forever and ever.
But the tension with Disney has been building like a reality TV show, with no resolution. When Deadpool 3 nearly hit $1 billion at the box office, Ryan expected Disney to channel those profits into more groundbreaking Marvel projects. Instead, a hefty chunk of that dough went to fund Disney's diversity, equity, and inclusion projects. Now don't get it twisted. Reynolds supports diversity, but he's got a bone to pick when it comes to corporate meddling with creativity. Deadpool doesn't do sanitized. He does raunchy jokes and fourth wall breaking chaos. And when you try to jam him into a box, you risk alienating the very fan base that made the franchise a mega hit. Adding to the tension, Disney's DEI push hasn't always landed well. Remember the controversial live-action Snow White remake? With the magical beings replacing the 7 dwarfs and Rachel Ziegler's eyebrow-raising comments about the original film, backlash has been fierce. Reynolds, understandably, felt Disney's priorities were more scrambled than Professor X's worst nightmare. And he didn't just sulk. Oh no, he was mad. He's warned Disney that if they keep forcing changes, he'll walk away, and guess who's backing him up? Hugh Jackman, Wolverine himself. They're united in their belief that corporate interference is squeezing the creative lifeblood out of Marvel. These aren't just disgruntled actors. They're icons who understand that playing it safe is a surefire way to make Deadpool about as edgy as a plastic butter knife. If Reynolds and Jackman walk away, Disney's grand plans to reboot the X-Men franchise could collapse faster than Quicksilver can down an energy drink. Deadpool and Wolverine are crucial puzzle pieces, and losing them would be a colossal blow. Fans have already started treating Ryan like a folk hero, the guy who fights for creativity and takes on the big bad corporation. Even directors like Jon Favreau and James Gunn, who have had their own run-ins with Disney's rigid playbook, would likely rally behind him. And don't even get me started on social media. Team Ryan would probably trend within minutes. Ryan Reynolds isn't just a Hollywood heartthrob anymore. He's a symbol of creative freedom, a champion for the stories that fans actually want.
Will we maybe see a Deadpool 4?
Oh God, no. My wife and children will divorce me, and
The kids will divorce you?
I have no prenup with any of them.
You can't
I will be capital B broke, and in turn, probably then doing Deadpool 4.
Yeah. So we cannot make that happen.
So yeah.
If he somehow pulled off a Marvel buyout, it could usher in a new era, a renaissance of bold storytelling, genuine character arcs, and movies made for fans, not focus groups. And if there's one thing we know about Ryan, it's that he loves defying expectations. So yeah, buying Marvel might sound like a crazy plot twist, but then again, so did Deadpool 2's time-traveling shenanigans, and we all know how well that turned out. Let me know what you guys think down below. Should Reynolds buy Marvel and get rid of all the woke nonsense, or should he just keep doing what he does best and enjoy the ride? One thing is for sure, without Deadpool, Disney would crumble to the ground, and it wouldn't look pretty. If you guys liked today's video, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.